Hey, it's Will diving back into Minecraft here. I just loaded up the world and we are now just rendering everything, loading the world. It's my first time back in Minecraft for a while on my recording schedule. I recorded a bunch of episodes of Minecraft, episodes 1 through 8, I believe, and I noticed my keyboard sounds were recorded pretty heavily in the audio, so I'm taking some steps now to try and make it so the keyboard is a little more in the background and a little more quiet. So I'll definitely check and take steps to make sure that is under control there. But yeah, so my first time diving back into Minecraft here in a while. So let me take inventory real quick. We have 31 fish. That's awesome. That is a lot. 8 diamonds. And I believe last time we just finished up setting up our farm, and I think I'm going to level off the water, make it look a little bit nicer. I don't have a lot of iron. I have 27, which is awesome, but I don't have so much iron that I'm really rolling in it. So I think in this episode we're pretty much just going to do some housekeeping and maybe a little landscaping, a little sand collecting, improving on our cactus farm and our farms in general. So the first thing I want to do is create an infinite water source, and maybe I'll turn it into a well or something to make it look a little nicer. But pretty much just housekeeping and landscaping, cleaning up the area. In this series, I'm not cutting out any of the content of me playing Minecraft. It's just me. Everything you see in the series is everything I've done. So I think that can be a pretty cool thing to see as time goes on, but it can also lead to some boring episodes. And I think this might be one of those boring episodes with just some housekeeping around the house and cleaning things up. So clearing a little grass out here, I want to create my infinite water source, and I'll probably create a little well setup to make it look a little bit nicer. For the time being, I need to figure out where I'm going to put my well. Maybe I'll put it... I don't want to put it too far out. The point of the infinite water source is that it's pretty close. Maybe I'll put it right here. And this may be suboptimal placing, but we're just going to do it like this anyway. And we can always change it at any point later. So fill this up, make it look like a well. And to make an infinite water source in Minecraft, if you don't already know how to do that, that would be creating a 4x4, or not a 4x4, a 2x2, 4 blocks total of water, and you can actually scoop a bucket out of water and it's going to refill automatically and stay full. So I'll probably use some fence posts for this project, and this well is not going to look the best. But another thing I'll do in this episode is do some planning for the frog house, something I've been talking about for a long time but haven't yet had the resources to pursue, getting the bulk of the resources, the terracotta and all that. So a fence post is what I was looking for, and the sun is headed down here, but as I do have some more resources now, I can start to do a little more farming of sheep and whatnot to get some wool and some different things necessary for building something like a frog house or something pretty crazy with a lot of wool. Can be super useful. Let me see, that's probably fine, just that setup there. And for the moment, I'll just put an oak roof on this, but maybe I'll change that in the future. And this well might entirely move in the future. It's not too hard to build a well in Minecraft, so we could always change this. There we go. That's a neat little setup. I wonder if I should fill in the middle here. Sure, why not? Just fill it in like that for now. And maybe put some torches on this to light it up. We have a plethora of torches from mining, and I think we found an abandoned mine shaft, or rather I remember we found an abandoned mine shaft and just had a whole lot of torches in there. I wonder what the best look for this would be. Probably something like this. And I have my brightness on all the way, so it doesn't totally look like it's nighttime to me. I can tell it's nighttime, but I'm just not entirely processing that, so maybe I should go to sleep rather than staying out here and getting blown up by a creeper. Some other nasty in the night. Let's see. Another thing to do would be to build a ladder into our basement. I'm thinking of just all sorts of things sporadically as to what I want to do. So maybe I'll do that real quick. Just kind of messing around at the moment. Let's see. So I think ladders are like that. Yeah, 3 ladders should be good. They eat up sticks, absolutely eat up sticks. So let's jump into the basement here. Nah, make sure nothing's down here, of course. Then put that there, and then probably a trapdoor would be good. I think trapdoors are like this. Yeah, 2 trapdoors. Great. And trapdoors. I didn't know there's different trapdoors for different wood types. Let me take a look at the birch trapdoor. Do I have birch wood? Stripped birch log. Sure. I think we can. Yeah, we can turn this into planks. Oh, and I need 6, so I need some more of this. Two. That's neat. That design. I think I'm fine with what I have for now, though. I just wanted to see what that looks like. Take it into consideration. Oh, sand. I have more sand. That's awesome. So now we can head down here and everything is good. Let me turn up my volume real quick. We're back into the part of the series where I play with the settings for a long time. When I was editing video 1, episode 1, I noticed most of the time I was playing around in the settings, so I'm going to make an effort to start the videos in Minecraft, save a little time, get to the point a little faster. Not that that's what this series is about. This series is just me playing Minecraft, but yeah, it gets to the point a little faster for you diving into everything. So yeah, so we have our well. Now we need to fill it with an infinite water source. Get back to what I was doing initially. This is just my non-focused thinking of just jumping around to all sorts of various activities. We want to finish our well, the thing we were working on before heading to bed. There's so much sensory stuff going on in this Minecraft world. There's all sorts of new things happening everywhere, and it's so attractive to just jump from one thing to the next and then eventually get back to something if you remember to later. So hop back over here. We want to do diagonal, so I think I placed my first one right there. The water's flowing in this direction, so now we want to place it there. And this is just going to go back to its original state, but I can fill up my bucket as many times as I need to. Not that that mirrors how the actual physics of how things work. So let's grab another bucket here, run back over, and we're actually, I noticed we're 3 bars hungry, which is just enough to have a fish, and continue on our quest to put water in our garden. Alright, so now I have an infinite water source here and can just finish this up like this. Grab a bucket there, fill it in there, we need 1 more. Alright, cool. Now we have a level water source here. This doesn't improve the functionality of the garden at all, it just makes it aesthetically pleasing. A little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I say that as there's a dirt floor down here and maybe we'd want to replace it with cobblestone or something, but our plants are growing and they're healthy, so we're good to go. Nope, just heard that noise. That's the sound of a cave, I believe. The cave echo or whatnot makes that sound. So what is the next activity I plan to move on to? We have our farm good to go. We set up a trapdoor to the basement. I might eventually want to put a floor in the basement, an actual floor, not just grass. I do kind of like how the grass looks, though. So maybe I'll leave it as grass. I do like the aesthetic of that, at least for the moment. Let's hop back over here and see. Probably put that brick back, do a little organization here. We were playing with terracotta in the last episode and seeing just kind of what things can be done with it. And one thing we do need is a cactus. We need a lot of them. So let me finish up making a larger cactus farm. If I run all the way over here, and I might want to cover up this lava pit or do something about it so I don't eventually fall into it and lose all of my items. The most important thing are the items, because in survival here, I can totally respawn and I'm good, but the items respawning is something I'm slightly concerned about. And you know what I'm considering? This desert area here, we could just move our cactus farm. We don't have a lot set up now, so it wouldn't be a huge hassle to move. Possibly we could move it over here. There's like a cave, which looks super cool, and I'm going to accidentally make fall on top of me. There's a creeper in the cave, which is nice, but which is not nice, but do I want to cause all this sand to fall? Let's do a little impromptu exploring. And I have a full suit of iron armor, so I'm not worried. Although I should be, if I were smart about this. But I know how to get back here, so if something happens, and this is a big cave system. Yeah, this is a huge cave system. There's a lot of iron down here. That's super awesome to see. But I did see a creeper poking around, so I gotta be on guard here. It's just, and that's nice. Alright, my placement skills have not yet upgraded too much. I'm not too good at that yet. There's our friend. He saw me. That's nice. He wants probably gonna traipse up the stairs here and oh, he's 2 blocks down from where I'm at here. I see. Oh, he's gonna blow up. Not if he can't see me. I hear a zombie though. That's not good. We could make a portal to the Nether. I'm just thinking of all the possibilities we have in Minecraft at this point. We could build another portal with the fact that I have the diamond pickaxe now. The diamond pickaxe allows me to easily make another portal wherever I want to by gathering some obsidian and building a portal that way. I'm thinking I'm just going to do a little splunking and checking out this cave below here. I started coming down here with consideration to the fact that I'm going to lose access to this cave if I collapse the entry by shoveling out, which is what I need to do if I want to make a cactus farm in that area. But I found so much fun down here in this cave, and it actually looks like this cave's not too extensive. It's pretty small cave. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let me collect this water here. I don't think I refilled my bucket. We'll just, rather than blocking it off, we'll just collect that water. It's always useful to have a bucket of water in a cave. And there's our friend, the zombie. Alright. I'm getting a little better with the combat mechanics, and there's a new friend coming over here, another zombie. I wonder if there's a zombie dungeon or something around here. But as I was saying, I was getting a little better with the combat mechanics. And there's a spider. Spidery friend and a zombie I saw out of the corner of my eye, following us over here. And there's more zombies. I feel like there's a spawner around here, a zombie spawner. I've built this convenient way for our undead friends to line up to get slaughtered here in the little stairway. Oh yeah, so I definitely spoke too soon when saying this was a small cave. This is super extensive and I want to keep this open. I'll probably come back here later, come back down here and do all sorts of exploring, and I bet I could find diamonds in here and all sorts of other cool resources. I bet this is going to go to that level in the earth where we need to be to get those resources. But I'm going to take off for now, and we will come back down here. Now I can just take into consideration the leaving this open, leaving this cave entrance open, and just remembering that place is down here. Let's see if we can get this creeper to kill a zombie for us. Maybe not. Back up. There he is. Alright, let's mine our way out of here. Collect our torches, and move on out. Alright, I'm going to pick up a little iron on my way back. I think I have enough coal for the moment. But let's pick up a little bit of this iron that I see just scattered around the walls. And, of course, it's a little more in-depth than I originally thought. Okay. We're at about hungry enough to eat a fish. Eat that fish, regain our health, and head back to the surface. Here we are. So leaving this hole open is something I'm going to want to do. Put that there. Go ahead and climb out. Alright, so back to the cactus farm. I wonder if I should make some sort of a marker, an indicator that I want to come back here. Maybe we'll do that with these pillars. I'll make a little pillar. And this is not too far from my house, so it doesn't need to be too big of a pillar, but this will just be an indicator to myself that I want to come back here and explore a little bit, and that there's something down here. The sun is setting. Where do I want my cactus farm to go? The minute I place a cactus over there, near all that sand, it will collapse and close out my cave entrance. I can always dig it out, but I'd rather just not go through the work of digging it out and rather do terraforming in a little bit different of a location, such as right here. So let's do a little terraforming, and then I'll head to bed for the night here in Minecraft, and we'll finish up the cactus farm. What is that over there? There's bats? There's always bats flying around, and they kind of scare me. They just startle me. I don't know if it's a spider or a phantom or what that is. I gotta really look close, and sometimes they've given me a few jump scares in this series. But, alas, it is just a small, harmless animal. At least harmless in Minecraft. Alright, there's an Enderman spawning, so we know it's nighttime and can just go ahead and head inside. Having more sand allows me to also make more glass eventually. I don't know why I need glass at the moment. Maybe make some stained glass for the frog house, this idea I've been tossing around for a while. But let's just hop in bed here, and we can see the pillar right there on screen in the distance that I made for the mine shaft. I'm going to go finish up some terraforming, collect some cactus plants, and put them down in a farm style. And I almost fell into that hole, which is one reason to have some boring episodes where I'm just doing terraforming. Do I still get to collect the cactus? Okay, I do, even if I knock out the sand below it. So let's collect these real quick and head back over. I collect 2, right? Maybe that was 1. I don't know. I should be just chopping these down in the way they're supposed to be chopped down. But we are going to need a lot of green dye for the terracotta, for the everything. I think it's actually not too much we need of green dye with the terracotta. I think for the wool, I'll probably dye the sheep green. That way when I shear the sheep, I can collect more wool for the amount of dye I use, because dye is the more scarce resource. In this situation with the cactus farm, it's not actually that scarce, but in Minecraft in general, it's a little more scarce. So let's clear this area out a little bit, and I can just naturally expand the farm over time, which is what I'll probably end up doing. But for now, and eventually I'm going to hit a block where the whole ground collapses below me. And I see a fish. Is that a fish? Oh, that's an ink sac. I'll collect it and go fishing here real quick. But now we've done enough terraforming to the point where I can start laying down the 26 cactus plants I have and can go from there. Let those start growing and producing exponential gains if I keep replanting them. And have enough space, of course. But 2 fish there. I just saw them in the river, thought, hey, it'd be a good time to get some more fish. I do love the accessibility of the fish with the new mechanic. I, of course, got my stone sword out, but then used the iron sword to kill the fish. The new mechanic where you can fish with a sword. I absolutely love it. It makes fishing a lot easier, a lot more of an accessible resource early on. Oops, I'm getting an iTunes pop-up. Pulled me out of Minecraft. It stopped me from gaming, so it had to be quit. All right, so let's just lay this out in an usual pattern here. You can't place the cactus plants directly next to each other. You can, however, place them in this pattern, and that seems to work. I will want to create some sort of an alley between here. That way I can collect the plants easily. But let's just lay them all out in this pattern with an alley between. And I'm doing this wrong here. And you, of course, don't want to hit the cactus plants, or it will do damage like I just demonstrated there. Alright, so 2 left. Let's just put them right here and right here. Awesome. Eventually we'll spruce this up, but the main point right now is producing as much cactus and green dye as I can produce. I'm not sure how to stain glass in Minecraft. I can go in and experiment with that real quick. I don't know if I have glass available or I'll need to put some sand on the furnace, but regardless, I think I will need more glass and I have plenty of sand, so however I need to do it, I can do it. So, do I have glass is question number one. No. So let's make some glass. How much coal do I have? Just take inventory on the coal real quick, because when I'm mining I tend to neglect coal and instead go for, I have a stack, about a stack and a half, a little more than a stack and a half. So let's get 6 of this going. And, well, 8. I'm not sure how the process works. Maybe if it works the same way as terracotta, we will need 8. Terracotta, I believe, works like this. And then we put our dye in the middle. Do I have dye? Ink sacs aren't dye. No. Don't think I have anything that dyes right here. Let's just do this. And I haven't yet taken a look at charts on how to dye things in Minecraft. Yeah, so that's how terracotta works. So that's what I'm going to test out on glass and see if it works. Or I can maybe turn them into glass panes and see if it works that way. But I think we can stain glass like this. Let me just take what we have produced out here. Then put it in here, see what happens. Yeah, so we don't get anything now. I'm assuming it's going to work the same way as terracotta. We'll test that theory here in a second. It seems like my plants are growing really well. And I don't know how to tell when the beetroots are done. Is that the full state of beetroots? Or do they still have some time left on them? Not sure. And I'm not going to desecrate that temple to get more terracotta. I think I'm just going to go the hard way and dig for more clay in the riverbeds. And just get as much clay as I can to produce all that terracotta. I think that's the only way to make it. So that's the method I'll be using there. Let's store some of this, and I'll come back in here in another episode. It'll be another boring episode, organizing eventually this chest here once it gets to an unruly amount. Is there something else I need to cook? I have a lot of time left in the furnace, but I'm fine. A lot of time left on a lot more stuff I can cook, and I do have something I can cook these fish. Let's see if I can cook those fish on what's left in the furnace. Let's try terracotta or glass, turning glass, stained glass. Okay, so that's how that's going to work, green stained glass. And is this just green dye? So I want to make light green dye. I think maybe that's bone meal and green dye. Let's see if that works. Can I just do this? I can't. Oh, I need to turn bone meal into white dye. Bone meal itself used to be the dye. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to get light green dye. Very cool, very cool. Let's just grab that. Do I have any cactus plants? I don't. So yeah, so that's how we're going to get that lime dye. I don't know how many types of green dye there are, but it's good to know. Good to know we have that lime dye. And I'm assuming I'm going to get lime stained glass windows. There we go. Lime stained glass. Very cool. Very cool. It's good to know the variations when planning what I'm going to build. There we go. A lime terracotta. That doesn't look very different from the green terracotta, but that's alright. And if I put lapis lazuli, right? Lapis used to be the blue dye. Lapis is, yeah, you have to make dye out of the resource, I see. Okay, that's fine. So I'm kind of understanding how things are going to go together for our house here. And I'll start to make a chest dedicated to the frog house, this elusive idea that won't be so elusive for long, hopefully. What I'll do is grab some of these chests, just 2 of them. Or maybe 1 right now. We'll just need 1. And I'm going to put that in the basement. That's going to be like the dream chest we put somewhere. Maybe like a goals chest. Or seeing as it's like a goals chest, maybe I'll put it in the basement. Well, I kind of want it to be a little more front and center than in the basement. A little more present. I don't know. Is that going to be... Let's see. I want it to be in a little more of a public location than the basement. Maybe I'll just put it by the bed for now. I'll just put it right there for now, and eventually we'll need more space. But my project equipment for the frog house, I'm going to put down here in the basement, or not the basement, in the chest here right by my bed, so I could sleep with the resources at night and look at them as I build up the resources for this awesome project. And eventually I'll have enough to go full on and build the frog house. We're going to need to collect a lot of terracotta and a lot of glass. So speaking of collecting a lot of glass, I'm just going to throw a stack of this on the furnace and get that going. And that way we'll come out with a lot of glass. that can be used for whatever. I don't know how much glass we're going to use in the house at the moment, but just having glass at hand is good. Is absolutely good. And I think these bones, I was initially going to use these for a lot of soup with these mushrooms, making the mushrooms big and producing soup with them. But maybe I should save them to make some lime dye and whatnot, make some bone meal so I can make white dye so that I can make the lime dye or whatever kind of dyes I need to. So I'm going to put that in there and just start putting all my resources for my specific project in a specific place. Wool would be the kind of thing that goes in there. We'll need a sheep farm at some point, or a spider farm. You can take string and make it into wool as well. This fishing rod has not seen any use, seeing as I can just fish with a sword. But I do kind of want melon seeds too. So I'm thinking that's good for now, as far as what I need for my frog house. Emeralds, no. Yeah, that looks like it for now of what I need for the frog house project. And so I'll probably wrap it up here in a minute. Let me do one last thing before we wrap it up for today. I'm going to make a painting. Now that I have a lot of resources in Minecraft, or a lot, I have more than I've been struggling in the past few episodes to keep my resources up. But now that I have a decent amount of resources, I can do some fun projects like building a painting. I think this is how you do it. Yeah, there we go. We got a painting. I think I can build an item frame. I'm not sure exactly how to build an item frame. So I'll do a little cheat here. I think it's leather. Do I need leather to build an item frame? Let's search. Not sure how to build an item frame. Let me try leather. I think I got some leather from that llama dying. I think I got some leather from that. I thought I did. Is there not leather in here? I got a lead. Was pretty sure I got leather from that. Very odd. Yeah, maybe I guess if I don't have it in my recipes, that might not have been where I got. If I didn't get leather there. Oh, there's leather right here. I just missed it. I thought an item frame was this. It is. Okay, awesome. Well then, build an item frame as well. So the item frame and the painting are pretty similar. You just put them up on the wall, and you can take it down if you don't like what painting you get. That's fine. I'm looking for a 2x2 painting here. That one's not very pleasant. Oh, that's nice. That one there's pretty nice. Yeah. Maybe I'll leave that like that for now. Leave it as it is. And that looks pretty nice. So leave that like that. Then item frame. Let's play with the item frame. I'm thinking, what do I want to put in the item frame? I could put it here, or I could stack it like right there. Have all sorts of things right by my bed. Maybe the emerald could go there, or like the golden apple could go there. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. We'll just leave it like that. Just sprucing up the house a little bit. And in the spirit of getting distracted and continuing to spruce up the house, I'm going to birch up the house. And oh, I don't have that was a wood joke. I don't have spruce wood. This is oak. There's spruce wood in Minecraft, and I don't have access to any of it right now. But let me put down some sort of something, maybe a block to put maybe a vase on. I don't have a lot of clay right now. I was gonna maybe make a vase and put a mushroom in it or something. Yeah, I should really just probably wrap up that video here, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me, and the next video we'll continue on with this series and probably go mining or build something else crazy, or continue to gather resources for the Frog House project. But now we're at a point where we can kind of go in any direction, so I'm super excited to move forward. Again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.